Hi, today we'll be making some do-it-yourself cards by using Simon Says Stamp December kit. So we'll be starting with the first card. The December's kit, it's all about December Christmas. So we will be making some cards for Christmas. So first card is I'm making with that red cardstock, which is maroon red cardstock, and I'll be sticking this die cut just to make that shape. I'm not going to cut it, and I'll be sticking some beads on this to get that perfect circle shape, and with the help of tacky glue I'll be sticking those beads. So as you can see, we have started our first card, and this is very simple card. You just need some half beads, semicircles, and then you just need to glue it with your tacky glue, and to get the perfect shape. See, this is how it should look like, but I found beads are it's not enough, so I've added some more beads, and then I've decided to put one bow which is made up of fabric, and these are ready-made bows you can easily find in your stores. It's local art stores. And now I'll be stamping my sentiment, that is Christmas wishes, that is from December card kit only, from Simon Says Stamps. And inside I'm sticking this one white cardstock, which we can use to write message in our cards. Okay, so the final look is the card will look like this. Though it's very simple, but it looks beautiful once you're done, and it's ready to deliver the message or wishes to your loved one. So let's move to second card, and this is something related to the all it's all about your card kit. Whatever you get in card kit, you just need to include those stuffs, and you'll be getting this card. It is very easy to make. So I'll be sticking some gift boxes on my glitter foam sheet, and you can use different colors. I have used red and blue. Now I'm highlighting with my black marker so that the borders won't it will merge with your card. It won't be too screaming. And as you can see, I'm rolling out through beautiful cardstock from Simon Says Stamp December kit, and I found it very, very beautiful. The material of the cardstocks are very nice. I've used so many cardstock, but I've came across this one and I just love this. So I've totally recommend this cardstocks from Simon Says Stamps. Very high quality and very thick, ultra thick, you can say. Now I'll be using some sentiments which is ready-made in those cardstock, and one picture of Santa Claus. It says Santa Claus is coming soon, and I've also cut one sentiment that is special delivery, and I'll be sticking all those card boxes, gift boxes to on this card. And now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to punch my corners. That's some quarter circle, and I'll be sticking this Santa Claus sentiment on this card. Before I'll be die cutting one circle to enhance my background, and as you can see now it is quite beautiful, and it enhances my background, and whenever I'll stick Santa Claus on that, it will look beautiful. It goes with my it blends totally with my background. So after this, What I'm going to do, I'm going to create some sentiments inside the card as well, and I'll be looking for some sentiments from that cardstock only. So I'll be cutting this sentiment, and it will be like flag post. Now overall look of my card will be like this. So let me stick it on my card, and I'll be using glue accent for Ranger glue accent to highlight my sentiments and Santa Claus cap. Now I'll be using this green card from December card kit, and I'll be sticking my card on this. So inside that I'm using my Vasa mark, and I'm putting some sticks from that same stamp set. Just to make that background a little defined. And here I found my one more sentiments, and I'll stick inside my card. So this was my second card of Christmas theme. You can always add your creation to these cards whenever you get these stamp set or these kits. You just need to open up and start. And I've never planned all my cards. I just start like that only, and it always comes up whenever you start. It always comes up in your mind that this should go like that, and this will suit on this card. So never plan, just start your work, and you'll be able to do you'll be able to make good cards. So moving on to my next card, I'll be using this male theme design cardstock for obviously the male stickers which I got, this cute stickers which I got from same kit. So a red cardstock, and thus I'm using vellum paper which is also included in that card kit. So there's a use of vellum paper and this male design cardstock. And here I'm sticking my vellum paper with runner tape. So don't do that, directly stick sides of that vellum paper with glue, and don't put so much glue because it's quite visible from vellum paper. So don't repeat the mistake which I have done. So same here, I'll be cutting one design from that cardstock, and it is mail cards which is taking some gifts and some letters, some wishes. So I thought this would fit to this card because it's all about mails. So I'm sticking this, and instead of putting some real mail photographs, I'll be putting some heart shape which I've punched out through my die set. So here is the heart set. There's some confetti hearts, and I'll be sticking those hearts as a mail wishes. This card is one of my favorite because after finishing this card, overall look of card was absolutely beautiful. So as you can see, I've told you that vellum paper is quite visible for glue or runner tape. So I'll be hiding those glue which is visible. So I'll be using same paper, that is male theme, and I'll be cutting in square shape, and we'll be making frame for those sides, those borders. So after all, we need to make perfect card without any hidden codes. So here is the idea, and I came up with this idea, so just to frame it out with the same paper, and I think it's beautiful overall. It looks nice. So next point is to make sentiments, and inside the card I'll be stamping some sentiment, which is from same stamp set from Simon Says Stamps, and I'll be using these stamps by using watermark and white embossing powder. I'm heating with my heat gun to get it embossed perfectly. I always recommend that when you start, card making or any art journal, you should always buy some essential products like, white embossing powder, watermark ink, some distress inks, and heat gun, obviously. So this was the final look of my card. I just love this card. It's awesome. So I thought I would stick one bird from the same cardstock which I found in that card. So I'll be sticking that bird onto my card. I hope you guys enjoying this video. The next card would be of same cardstock, and I've tried to make it something different. So this was a deer from that card stamp set from the same card kit, and I'll be coloring with my soft markers. You can use Copic markers. I found a little cute deer in that stamp set. I wish in that stamp set we would have one Santa Claus too, so that we would have made something, directly stamping for Santa Claus. Every month Simon Says Stamp produce their card kit and launch their card kit, and I think it's awesome because all those card kits have different product included in that. So I'll be finding very this you'll be able to explore so many things in simple one card kit. And as you can see, we have just highlighted our deer with the black marker, and I got this beautiful paper which is polka dot from the same card kit. So I'll be cutting it in the middle, and not in the middle, the upper part would be somehow bigger than the lower one, and we will do two sides folding to create one window for that cute deer. So this is the idea of this card. So I'll be distressing with my Tim Holtz distresser. This is paper distresser. It's very easy to use, and you can always buy it from online web stores. This is art stores. So this would be perfect window for my small deer. And to highlight this window, I'll be sticking one flower from Prima marketing brand. So after sticking my folds, I plan to make some snowfalls from the same cardstock from snowflakes, and I'll be using Versamark and my diamond embossing, you can say crystal embossing powder. It is not that visible, but whenever you just tilt your card, it shine like diamond. So this is the powder. I'll just heat it up and you can see how it will look like. See, it's not that visible, but when you just tilt your card, it is highlighting your background. There's some definition in your background. So as a Christmas card, I'm adding some snowflakes. Next steps to stick my main object of this card, that is that reindeer. And these are the candlesticks, which is from the same cardstock and the card kit. So I'll be using one, and the primer flowers. So I'll take one flower which matches my card stock, and I'll be sticking that flower to enhance my card look. So the upper part looks quite empty, so I think I'll use some numbers, the glitter numbers, this one, and I'll be making 25, as Christmas is celebrated on 25th December. So that would be perfect, object to fill that empty space. Also, I'm highlighting my reindeer with glue accent to make it epoxy, to make it shine, and this is how the final look was this card. Next card would be of snowman card. The Christmas without snowman, you cannot imagine. If you're not living in Antarctic places, then also you build one snowman with your wools and cotton balls. We always celebrate Christmas with one snowman. So I've decided to make one card with snowman, though there is no snowman stamp set, but still we have snowflakes and we have die set in a beautiful cardstock to make snowman. So I've decided to put some snow flag in the background with my white embossing powder, and it looks beautiful. My background looks quite snowy with the help of blue cardstock. The background would be of blue color, and after heating up, this snowflakes will look like this. And the next step is very important, is to make perfect snow for snowman. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one whipped speckle with my glass beads from Liquitex Professional, and we can add it up both the paste together and just to apply on my card like landscape of snow. So I'm applying that. After this, we will make our snowman with the help of die set, circle die set. Everything is available on SimonSaysStamp.com. You just need to go to that website, and each and everything which require to make this beautiful card you will get directly on that website. Quite reasonable, and the product quality is awesome. Now I'm using gelatos to make that blush on my snowman with candy pink color, and obviously to highlight the sides of my snowman with the brown color. Instead you can use your distress ink, vintage photo or rusty hinge to give shading to your snowman with a border shading with a sponge topper. So here is how it should look like, and I'll be using those candy sets from the same stamp set, from the same card kit, and those beautiful balls sticker would be perfect for my snowman. So it's time to stick all the objects together. Using black marker to highlight the face of snowman. And I'm sticking those 3 beads from the same card kit, and I'll be making heart of the snowman from black cardstock. It's very simple, you just need to draw and cut it and stick it on your snowman. Just to hide that pencil marks, I'm applying my black marker onto that head. So by using glue, I'm sticking all my objects together. Perfect card to wish someone Christmas is to make snowman card. Each and every card I have made is, define the theme of Christmas. I'm using this one bow, that is silver bow from Heady Swap bow set. And I'll be defining those landscape more, as in the snowman is sitting on those snow landscape. So I'm hiding the lower part of snowman in the snow, and making hands of the snowman with black marker, and giving one candlestick to snowman to make it complete. And the next part of this card would give some sentiment, and I found this very beautiful sentiment, merry plus bright, from stamp set, the same stamp set. I'm using my black ink to stamp that sentiment. so perfect, so beautiful. So let's move on to next card, and that is card number 6. This card is all about Christmas tree by making green color, by choosing green color background. I've used this cardstock with a circle die set. I have cut my card, and again I'll make use of vellum paper. Make sure whenever you get these card kit, you use most of the product from that card kit, so that you will get a perfect idea how you can, you know, mix all the stuffs together and create something beautiful. So there is some reason to give these card kits with all these stuffs. So I'm cutting vellum paper, and I have embossed one Christmas tree that is from same stamp set with white embossing powder. And now I'm not making same mistake. I'm sticking my vellum paper with glue. And for the cardstock, I'll be using runner tape. It's very easy to use, and glue it. And one of the advantage of using runner tape is whenever you do some mistake, and if you want to peel it off, you can easily peel it off slowly. At some point you can easily peel off, and you can correct your mistake. So the runner tape is very easy and reliable to use in cardstock to make card. So I'll be taking this red cardstock, and I'll be embossing my sentiment from the same stamp set with watermark in white embossing powder. The front part of the card is circle, so I'll be using this flag post to make my sentiment, and it will go perfectly with my front part of the circle of the card. So you can just highlight with your pencil that which area needs to be cutted off, and then you can cut it off so that you cannot make mistake. So to avoid mistakes, you should always highlight with your pencil that this should be the mark where it needs to be cut down. I'm using this glitter paper, that is foam sheet, and I'm using 2 circle die set to create one circle frame, and this is how it should look like. Once you create, you'll see that it will look like border for your Christmas tree circle, and it enhances one step ahead look of your card. So this is the final look of my card. Inside you can see it looks beautiful. The next card would be of my light chibi lights card with the help of chibi light, which is included, the starter kit included in this December kit. So I'm using it for the first time. I have gone through all the instruction in that card kit, and I found it very easy to use. It works for me very well, so I'll be using in the future again. So I'm taking red cardstock to make some flowers and the green foam sheet to make some leaves. And what is the idea is I'm making wreath out of these flowers and leaves on vellum paper. So when you make wreath, and I'll be sticking all those things together to one cardstock, and inside that I'll be sticking my lights, which is from Chibi Lights. So this is the overall idea of my light card. So as you can see, I have cut one big circle from black cardstock, and now somehow it's smaller than that black cardstock. I'm cutting vellum paper in circle shape, and I'll be making this wreath on my vellum paper, so that when I'm attaching my lights, it will be quite visible and quite glowy from that vellum paper, and in the dark it will look beautiful. It will give you some shadow as well because of that vellum paper. So I've decided to use that vellum paper and stick flowers and petals. So I've decided to make Christmas tree, wreath, snowflakes and snowman, all of these just to include in this card to make your Christmas wishes perfect. To explore some ideas of Christmas, it's all about these things. So this is the copper foil which is included in that card kit, and I'm keeping this small piece of paper to place my battery. And make sure that your foil does not, your plus, and when you mark with the plus minus, your foil does not touch to your cathode to anode. Anode and cathode are the plus minus sign, so you should not touch, otherwise the short circuit will occur and the LED won't glow. Keeping minimum distance, but it should not touch. So I'm testing one of my LED and it works fine. So I'll be sticking all 3 LEDs at some point interval, and now it's time to stick my wreath on the top. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and inspired from my creation, and let me know your suggestions in the feedback or comment box in below. And if you have any queries, any comments for me, just let me know. I will be happy to help you with all the queries related to our tutorials. So I have pasted my wreath on that, and now it's time to create one sentiment. So here what I've done, one mistake, I have embossed first. I've applied Versa ink, so don't do that. Apply directly your black ink. Apply stamp it directly with your blank ink. Don't use Versa mark and then black ink, otherwise it would just ruin your card. Otherwise, or else if you apply by mistake, you can directly use your heat gun to dry it perfectly, then only touch your sentiment. Now the red bow from the same bow set. Time to put all the things together. I'm using one white cardstock, and it is quite big cardstock. I've got it to make one big card, and this is the same cardstock from the SimonSaysStamp. And to make it more defined, I'm using this silver strip from foam sheet. So here's the final look of my card. This is how it should look. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please give us a thumbs up, do subscribe, like, share all these videos so that you can easily make one at your free time, in your free time. Thanks for watching. Here is a final look of all the cards I'm attaching with this video. So these are the cards from 1 to 7. I've enjoyed making this card a lot. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping. Thank you.